Hi, I'm Leanne from Epic Yoga, and one of the questions we get regularly from our students is, I'm going on the road, how do I keep my practice? And there's a few things you can do, really simple, in a short period of time, that'll keep you connected to your breath, to your body, and to your practice. So it'll be much easier when you come back in the studio to resume your full practice. So I'm going to show you just a few things that you can do in maybe 5-10 minutes wherever you are, in a hotel room, at the beach, outdoors, indoors, anywhere. So you can start your practice with a few sun salutations. And I always like to start out in child's pose, just as a way to ground me to my breath and to the present moment. So take your hands, walk them wide, and then press your hips back towards your heels. Bring your forehead to the ground and set your intention here. And you can roll your toes under, lift your hips high, and press back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, one and then the other. You can take a leg up to the sky and then bend your hip, opening up to the side. Just creating some length, creating some stretch. This is great if you're on the road traveling. Gets out the kinks from flying or driving. And then walk your hands and feet to touch. I like to just roll forward into a ragdoll pose, letting my head fall towards the ground. And then I ground down through my feet. I reach up to mountain pose, gaze up, and then dive forward. Come to a flat back, lengthening your spine, and then plant your hands, step back to a high plank position. Roll forward and come down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Press through the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Roll over your feet, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a long breath out. Take another breath in and a clearing breath out. Look forward and jump to the top of your mat. Come to a flat back and then bow in. Bend your knees, sit low, Utkatasana, rise up, gaze up towards your hands. Spin your pinkies in to create more space between your shoulder blades. On your exhale, dive forward. Flat back. Step back to a high plank position. Lower down, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands for warrior one. Drawing your right hip back, grounding through the outer edge of your back foot. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. High to low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. Left foot steps between your hands and rise. Right back down. High to low. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Clear it out. Jump to the top of your mat. Come to a flat back again. Exhale, bow forward. Chair pose again. Sit nice and low. Bend your knees. Lift the front of your pelvis and tuck your tailbone slightly. From here, bring your hands to your heart. Take an inhale. On the exhale, keeping your knees level, twist. Elbow outside your knee, press your hands together. Take a breath in. Open your arms up. Take another breath. Roll everything open. And then exhale, dive forward. Come to a flat back again. Exhale, bow. Chair pose. Inhale, reach your hands up. Palms to your heart. Twist the other way. Take another breath. Exhale, diving forward. Come to a flat back. Step back, high to low, push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a long long breath out. Jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat. Exhale, fold. Rise up to mountain and bow right back down. Come to a flat back. Jump back, chaturanga, dandasana. Up dog, down dog. Take your right leg up to the ceiling, step it through your hands, coming to a crescent lunge. Now here, there's always the option of bringing your back knee down, the knee directly under your hip. Take your hands up to the ceiling, rotate your pinkies in. Keep your back toes tucked under for stability and support. So you've got the option here, coming into the modified version with the knee down, or if you're feeling stronger today, tuck your back toes, lift the front of your pelvis, tailbone reaches to the ground. Finding stability and support as you squeeze from the skin to the muscle to the bone, draw in. Take your hands up, inhale. On your exhale, take a prayer twist. Take a breath, open your arms, and then plant your right hand outside your foot. Spin open for extended side angle. Now here you can come up with the forearm to your thigh, lifting your low belly and then extending your fingers to the ceiling. Take a breath in, and then vinyasa, high plank, lower, up dog, down dog. Left side, your foot steps right between your hands. The knee can tuck, lifting up, squaring your hips. Lift the front of your pelvis, hands at your heart. Take a breath, and then spin and open. Again, it's always that option of lifting your back hamstring to the ceiling. Take a breath in, spin. Another inhale, open up. Ground down through your left hand, right outside your left foot. Press your left knee into your upper arm, and then extend your top hand to the ceiling. There's also that option. Forearm, giving you more space through the side body. Take an inhale, twist it open. Another breath in, opening up, and then vinyasa. High plank, lower, up dog, down dog. Take one breath in, one breath out. Right to the top, halfway, fold. On an inhale, rise up to mountain and take eagle pose. So for eagle, your right arm's gonna sweep under your left. Lift your right knee, wrap it around your left knee. You can keep your toes on the floor for stability. Particularly if you're flying, you'll find that your balance is a little bit off. So the toes on the floor allow you to still access the balance pose without compromising stability. Lift the front of your pelvis, draw your hips in, take a breath in, sit a little lower. You've got that option, wrapping your toes around your standing leg. Lift your elbows shoulder height, squeeze your elbows towards one another, and then squeeze your shoulder blades in. Take a breath, breath out. Another breath, drop your arms, rise up. Take the left side, left arm under, left leg up, over the top. Leveling out your hips, so not letting your left hip dump down towards the floor and your right hip lift. Square your hips in as if there's a level right across your hip bones. Take a breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Release your arms, rise up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take dancer, right hand reaches back. Grab the inside edge of your foot. Square your hips. Square your hips here, driving your right hip towards the knee, towards the floor. Extend through your left side body. Reach your left hand to the sky. And then charge forward as you kick back, finding a sense of equanimity, a sense of balance here. Take a breath in. Kick. Another breath. Reach. And then switch sides. Left hand reaches back. There's an external rotation of the upper arm. Grab the inside edge of your foot. Inhale. Exhale, go. Take a breath. And reach. One more. Feet together. Take tree pose for the final balancing pose of this little series. Your foot can come anywhere on the inside of your left leg. Press your hands to your heart center. Take a breath, and then exhale. Take your hands up to the sky. Take your eyes up. Feel a sense of expansiveness as you reach up, side body long. Inhale, and then exhale. Switch sides, ground through your right foot, left foot comes up. Draw the outer edge of your right leg in, pressing your foot into your standing leg, cementing the two together. With your hands at your heart, inhale, exhale. Take your arms up, eyes up, inhale, and be free. One more breath. Hands back to your heart. Equal standing. And then finishing up with some hip openers. Turn back to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow forward. Come to a flat back again. High plank. Lower down. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg to the ceiling and then draw it through, half pigeon. So your right knee is going to place right behind your wrist. Your heel is right towards your left hip. Tuck your back toes under, press through your back heel, and then walk your arms, your head, your hands forward. Take a breath in, and then exhale, relax into this. And then switch to the other side. Place your hands on your mat, tuck your toes under. Lift your right leg back up to the ceiling, roll your hip open, and set it down. Take your left leg up and draw it through for half pigeon. Squaring your hips towards the front of your mat, pressing your inner thigh and rolling it towards the outer edge of your mat. Tuck your back toes, press into your heel, and then walk forward. Let your forehead drop, let your shoulders relax, and just melt into this pose. Walk your hands back towards the middle. And then you've got the choice. You can tuck your toes under, take your leg up, stretch, release through this, or just come through to a sitting position. Lie back. And then draw your knees in and take them over to the right side. So you'll take the outer edge of your left hip and draw it towards the right side of your mat. Extend your left arm flat on the ground. Take a breath and lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, twist. If you feel like you need a little more here, you can straighten your bottom leg in line with your mat and draw your left leg over to the right side. Take your gaze towards your left hand. Take another breath and come back to center and do the other side. Drawing your knees in and then rolling to the left side. Right hand extends on the floor, pressing through your hand. Take your right hip, drive it towards the left top corner of your mat. Take an inhale and twist. Wringing out toxins, wringing out stress, wringing out tension. Creating the space for possibility. And then draw your knees back into your chest. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Hug in. And then when you're ready, extend your legs long on your mat. Let your feet flop out to the side. Turn your palms to the sky. And bring your eyes to close. Resting in Shavasana.